Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the Washington Wizards taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Young. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Trae Young.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Duncan gets it to go inside.
With the assist.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Pass to Middleton. Back to Young. Launches a three. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Duncan. Excellent D there from George.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Sarr's shot is off. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Young outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by David Robinson.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
He gets it in there.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach for a minute. The developing game of Trae Young is something that coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back to you, Kev.
And Allie, thanks so much. Pass to Robinson. Off on the layup.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Now, here is Young. It's Middleton at the elbow. To stop the drought. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Del Negro. And here is Robinson. Duncan drawing the double team. The little short-range fadeaway off target. Wizards trailed by 4. Young with no one around. The Wizards with another miss.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new player. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Johnson in the corner.
Spurs foul. Avery Johnson. First personal foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside for George. Young looking it over. Misses the three.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Johnson, that's for 2. That one a little long. Young's shot is good.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
Johnson's shot is off. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Young. Changes up. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now Williams, covered by Sarr. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Here's Koulibaly. Young from outside.
Trae Young.
That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Personal foul. First team foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Wizards. They trail by 1. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Spurs leading by a point. And we'll be back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Good to see a player going all out in the games this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Duncan. And the call on the shot just sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
At the line.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Pass to Champagny. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Assisted by.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Here is Elliott. Offensive rebound. Here's Duncan. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Here's Young. Pass to George. Back to Young. Now, here's Bagley. Excellent D that time from Robinson. That's out of bounds. It was last touched by Koulibaly.
San Antonio ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Robinson. The Admiral working his magic inside.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Young for 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Del Negro. Young with the steal. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. For 3. Cans it from downtown. Young's got 8 points.
San Antonio with the
And
timeout.
one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 1:43 left in the first half. Back to Johnson. Johnson, double team. Inside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
Here's Del Negro. A three-pointer, no good. Washington trailing. Young. Lays it up and banks it in. 12 points for him.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
It's George on the wing. Back to Young.
San Antonio foul. Monty Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Williams. A fairly even first couple of quarters. The second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. It's Robinson high post. Back to Duncan. And Duncan gets double teamed. Pass to Del Negro. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Wizards ball.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Got it! Duncan down low. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Young, right side. Pass to Champagny. Three-pointers off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Justin.
The Spurs have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Young outside. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Duncan high post. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. 5 on the clock. It's Young on the wing. Over Johnson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Down low. Here's Robinson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Song. And they'll get another chance. A shot by Middleton, wide open.
Middleton.
Drills the three-pointer. Middleton's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Robinson misses.
2 minutes remaining in the
He's
fourth.
been
2
off.
minutes.
Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Shots good by Middleton.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Ejected by Young. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And Kevin, he had a little opening to the bucket and took full advantage on that one.
Greg, he didn't waste any time making up his mind. That was going to be a flush all the way. To the inside. Here's Duncan. Here's Johnson. They grab their own miss. Takes a three. They shoot again. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 2. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Spurs foul.
They've been just
Avery
suffocating on defense the
Second
whole
personal
game.
foul.
Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Young from outside.
Trae Young.
Sinks the triple. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Purdue. Here's Del Negro. Defended by Young. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Purdue. To get open is Robinson.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Alexander
And
Sarr.
Sarr throws it down.
Assist from
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable
the
ones.
end of the third quarter.
And we've reached the end of the third.
Your Spurs.
It's the Wizards.
The Wizards. 35. Fans, please give a big round of
We've reached the fourth quarter. What has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Young. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Young. Middleton outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Person.
2 points for Chuck Person.
And he banks in the layup. Person's got his first 2 points.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
To the middle. Great D that time for Middleton. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Young for 3. Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Young's got 11 in the
San
second half.
Antonio with the timeout.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on him.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to San Antonio's coach address his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Young in the corner. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pulls it up. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And the Wizards lead by 6. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Inside, here's Robinson.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Shots good from Young. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
And the dunk by Robinson.
And that's what you call leadership. Robinson providing it for his team by knocking down a big-time shot.
Here's Sarr. Robinson with the block. Down low. Washington with the rebound. On the wing, George. Back to Young. To the paint. Here's Sarr. The shot's good.
Showing some strength on that finish. Sarr just pushing through that contact.
Here's Robinson. It's deflected. And he's able to get it back. Goes back up. Tries yet again. They get it back. Duncan down low. And another shot. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's Young from the arc. And they'll keep possession. Lets it go with a 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Young outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. From downtown. The shot, no good.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Here's Duncan. Money.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chase it, right? Hit the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Back to Young. There's the 3. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and great